I want to talk about what's at the heart of Halloween. Okay, just fear and scary things.
Oh, okay.
But not zombies and ghosts.
Right. Things that exist.
Yeah. Actual fears. What's the scariest thing of your experience of life up to this point?
This has nothing to do with Halloween.
No, it's totally Halloween. Halloween's all about scary stuff. Scary stuff.
Okay, what has been scary in my life?
Yeah.
To be completely honest, the first thing that I came up with was that time that you, me, and a couple other people were stuck in a cow field with a bunch of cows that went crazy.
Yeah, that was so scary.
That was like, it just seems ridiculous, but that was like honestly frightening. I didn't know what to do at that point because there were cows that seemed very, very upset, and they were like running around. I've never seen
why don't
cows.
you tell the story from the beginning and I'll correct you.
Okay.
Where you go wrong.
Because it's inevitable. Okay, so we just decided, I don't even remember why, but we decided to go into
It's because that's what we did when we were kids. We just walked off in a random direction to just try and find something that broke from the monotony of this rural suburban hell that we grew up in.
Right. And so we climbed a fence, and there was like a creek that we were following, and then once we got like a little ways into the field or whatever that we were in where the creek was, there was this hill next to us, and all of a sudden this cow just like comes walking over and looks down at us, and we were like, oh, there are cows in this field. Is that how you recall
I remember it as being 5 cows.
No. And it started as 1.
Oh, did it? See, I blocked that out because in my mind I make things into better stories.
Right. Oh, wow. Thanks, James.
Well, you're telling it like it is. That's more valuable in a certain way.
And then like another one came up to like check out what was going on. And then a couple more came up, and they were like lined up at the top of this hill. And
That's what I'll never forget.
Maybe we should get out of here. And so...
Because they were looking at us, and they like had it in for us.
They were like,
looked
what
angry. What the fuck are you doing here?
Yeah, they were like, what are you doing in our...
And it's important to note that cows are massive.
Oh, they're huge.
And they're very, very scary.
Were they bulls?
No, they were cows.
They were cows.
Yeah, because you wouldn't have like a herd of bulls that size. Or at all. I mean, they were cows.
Okay. So, we decided that we were going to go back, but as we went back towards where we came, the cows were starting to run around, and they were like charging, from what I can remember. They were running.
They were hurting us.
Exactly. They were trying to like get us out of there.
But I think we interpreted it because we were not familiar with cows.
Sure.
That like they were going to kill us.
Well, I didn't think they were going to kill us, but I thought that they were trying to make it clear that they didn't want us anywhere near them.
Yeah, and I don't know how they got around us, but they did. They all went as one clump, one big herd. They like came around behind us somehow. I don't know how, and blocked off the way out.
No, I don't remember it that way. I think that
I remember we would have gone back the way we came if we could have.
Yeah.
But there were cows there, and we didn't want to go there.
Right. So we went in a different direction, and we found another fence, but it was an electric fence.
Yeah.
And so...
But the thing was, that was a fence into a cornfield, so we like knew we would be safe if we crossed the fence.
Exactly. So we climbed the electric fence, which was an interesting experience.
Because nobody climbed the fence without getting shocked. Right. Everybody that day got shocked, and it was me and you and my sister and her friend Brittany.
Yeah.
And everybody got shocked by the electric fence.
Yeah, and I mean, there's no way to avoid getting shocked, but it builds up. At first, it doesn't really hurt, it just kind of feels weird. But then it like does it a couple more times, and it starts to kill.
Yeah, because that's how it works. Like, yeah, you touch it. You can touch an electric fence very briefly, and nothing will happen to you. But it stacks up against you, and then eventually it goes BAM, and it comes through you, and it's like
yeah,
and it hurts. God. Yeah, and you're right. It hurts worse the more it happens.
Yeah, and it depends on where it touches you, I think, too, because at one point I can't remember if it was the way over or the way back, because we did. Some of us
we
went
had to
back.
we had to cross the fence twice. Yeah.
I was climbing it, and then it hit my knee.
Yeah.
And it like killed.
Yeah.
And I basically fell over it into a bush of like spiky plants. So that was fun. But anyway, so Yeah, so we were in this cornfield, and then we were trying to get out of the cornfield, but it was surrounded by other cow fields.
Yeah. So we got to the other side of the cow field, and it was like...
The cornfield.
Yeah, sorry. I have no ability to choose the right word. We got to the other side of the cornfield, and we looked out, and we could see the road
Right.
in the distance.
Yeah.
And all the space in between us and the road was a giant cow field filled with the same farm. It's the same dairy farm.
Yeah.
And there were cows there too. And they also did not like us.
Yeah.
And we were just so afraid of cows by that point. We were like...
I feel like there
man.
were less, but...
They're like the weight... I remember in grade 6, our teacher told us, like, a cow is the weight of all you 30 kids combined.
That's
like,
crazy.
They're massive. They're huge. And I mean, I don't think they would kill you, but they could.
They could. Oh, they absolutely could. I don't think they would, but I mean, when they're angry, you don't want to get near them.
I assume, yeah.
Anyway, so we were surrounded by cow fields, and we had to. I think you and Danica went.
Yeah, me and
one
Danica.
way.
Danica and I went through the cow field straight to the road, and then you and Brittany went back the way we
went
came.
back, yeah.
And like I was saying, no way, man. There's cows back there. That is, as far as I'm concerned, that's still blocked off. Fuck that. We got a chance because the cows in this field are far enough to the side that we can just hop the fence and run. And Danica was like, "Okay, I don't want to, but okay."
I think Danica lost a shoe at that point.
Yeah, we were halfway across the field, and I had to like go back for her shoe. But when she crossed the fence that time, she got shocked so many times, and she was like crying, and
oh my god,
it was terrible.
Me and Brittany got back through the other way.
And there were no cows back there when you went back.
They had calmed down by that point,
Yeah.
I think. So we managed to find a way that wasn't the way that we came, but we found a way.
Yeah.
Thanks for listening, for one. You can subscribe on iTunes. You can email us at drawedCAST@gmail.com. Contact with us. You can email us at drawedCAST@gmail.com.
And don't just spell it DROD. It's like,
Right. It's drawed as in like the past tense of draw if the past tense of draw wasn't drew. Or
drawn. Or drew.
Yeah, it could be both,
Right.
right?
The different words. Anyways.
So it's DRAWED cast at gmail.com. Wow, this is the worst ever.
Y'all come back now, you motherfuckers.
Thanks, guys. See you later.